I'm back. Sorry.
Not the whole Jehovah.
Who's Jehovah?
Jojo the Hobo.
Maria Telela, guys. Yo.
I'm not here to start a fight, but I will gather.
I'm having an event actually with the ladies.
Johnson.
Good day, everyone, and the Real Housewives of Durban is back. You can see for a fact, I can see it for yourself that I'm very excited about this season because Real Housewives of Durban is the gold when it comes to Africa reality TV shows. When it comes to Real Housewives in Africa, Real Housewives of Durban is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Like they are what they are supposed to be. And on this video, I will be discussing the tagline. So I don't want to make too much. I don't want to make a very long video. So this video, I just want to address the taglines of the cast. Then I'll make a separate video where I discuss all the drama. You know what's in about Real Housewives of Durban? They don't wait to give us the drama. They don't take too much time to give us a show. They are always going straight into it, and I love it for that. So let's discuss the tagline of the ladies of the show. And to start with, we saw Nonku first. I got my notepad, I got my notes, which I used to jot down things I want to discuss. But this season of the Real Housewives of Durban. So to start with, we're starting with what's her name, Sorisha. So she was the very first person we introduced to, and I think that has always been the way it has been structured from season 1. We always get to see Sorisha first, and a tagline reads, I am here for everything sunrise, but I'm here for everything sunrise, but I can meet you in the shade. I do not know what Sorisha is thinking when she decides to go or when she decides to use this tagline, but I feel probably it's coming across to me as like she's here to give it to us anyway, if it's the cast that are ready to go south, like she's just here to give it to us any way we want it. If it's like the good or the bad, she is there for, like she's on the show for any of that. So I think we should look forward to it. Or what can you think, or what do you think of this tagline? For me, I'm kind of indifferent about the tagline. It's not a bad one, and it's not one that's making me I'm so excited about, or I feel like, wow, this is wonderful. It's just their tagline. Then going to the number 2, Nonku is the drama. Nonku is the most dramatic cast on this show, followed by a bestie. You guys know who I mean by a bestie. So I think this Nonku's tagline, let me read it out for you first. In a galaxy full of stars, mine just shine a little brighter. So this tagline is actually a very interesting and exciting one for me. I find it interesting, but it does not it's come across to me as cliche or probably something we are used to if you've seen a couple of Real Housewives show, because this come across to me like it sound Chioma from Real Housewives of Lagos, and it's giving a bit of Chanel Iron from Real Housewives of Dubai. Yes, because if you should remember the very first season of Real Housewives of Lagos, we had Chioma using this tagline where she was of a view that in a city full of stars, I shine brightest. So it's just they just restructured this, they just used the different phrase and all of that just to bet this new tagline. The tagline is a very good one. I love it, but it does not come across to me as a very original something. So it does not come to me, or I'm not seeing it as a very new something or something very, very unique. It's come across to me as something we are used to. Moving on to the next is the next person, which is Jojo. And she says, being a housewife is hard work, but if somebody has to do it, let it always be me. This tagline just let me, Moving on to the next is Slee. Oh my God. I am very excited about Slee. Slee is just that wonderful cast of this series of this show that I kind of find myself rooting for. And let's hear what she has as a tagline. So she said, I'm all about the yin and the yang, but push me hard enough, then you see my files. This is what they call tagline. Yes, I love this for her. It's actually just give you an insight of what she's set to bring to the show this season. It gives you insight to what she represents. It gives you insight to what she wants to project herself to be, what she is set to give to us. And I'm loving it. Yes. So, Slee, Uti, Mobon. And next on my list is Mariam. And a tagline goes thus. They say I'm plastic, but did they also tell you I'm fantastic? I kind of find this interesting here. I find it interesting. And that is what I mean by saying your tagline should kind of reflect you to a certain level. Yes, probably that has been a narrative from season one. The plastic talk, the fact that she had these lips and all of that. So I think that's a very necessary or very relatable tagline, which it seemed like, okay, this is it and this is that. Like, okay, this is what you call, this was a narrative, but this is what you want to do, or you want people to see the fantastic side of you rather than just this narrative of being plastic or that conversation of being plastic. Moving on to the next is Ame Thompson. So for this episode, the very first episode, where I get to see this new cast of the show, we were only introduced to two new casts, but she had a tagline, and a tagline goes thus: in order to heal, one must first take responsibility and know yourself. This tagline left me like, what? Are you traumatized? Are you suffering a level of like, what is wrong? I don't know. I think I will be a bit kind or nicer on this person, because I feel this tagline is off for me. But probably as we watch and see whatsoever she sets to show or give to us, or a narrative or a story on this show, probably we can relate to what she mean by this tagline. If not for that, it's not like, okay, maybe our narrative we actually reflect to this tagline. We actually reflect why she had decided to go with this tagline. So let me just leave it at that. But for me, this tagline is a no-no for me. But I'm leaving it at that because we feel like she might actually have a narrative that this tagline reflects. Moving on to the last on my list. Is that the last? No, not the last. Moving on to Zama. And a tagline goes thus: a seat at my table does not make you my equal. After watching this first episode, this tagline come across to me as a shade to what's the name? As a shade to Angel. I don't know if you've seen this episode, you should actually kind of fill in the dots or like fill in the blank spaces. I understand this. However, this might not actually be what had come to Sama's mind when she decided to go with this tagline. Maybe it's just me overthinking, but I think the tagline is cool. Probably just telling you like, yeah, I am who I am. I love the tagline for the fact that the tagline speaks of being an unapologetic queen. And I know when people are unapologetic. I know when people are just like, this is me and I am who I am. I won't be, it's giving that what's the name? This channel I am saying of I won't be busy for anybody, don't be busy for anybody. It's like, this is who I am great and I believe I'm great. But if you have the opportunity to be with me, don't think you're my equal. It's like come across as being rude, as being proud, but at times I think it's good to know your worth, and that's on period. Moving on to the last person on the list is Angel, and a tagline goes thus: I am coming for everything that I deserve. I am the moment. I so much love the energy these two new casts bring onto the show, and it's just right that they do this. Yes, I love it. It's actually very interesting to see that they have this kind of energy, this kind of personality, this kind of vibe to the show, and that is something the likes of Nqobile lacks, and also this Lady Frog season 2. This is all I'm discussing for the tagline of the cast of the Real Housewives of Durban season 4. So I'm looking forward to more drama on this show. So if you really want to watch more videos on Real Housewives of Durban, stay connected to this YouTube channel, and you can also watch my other video where I discuss the full review or the full conversation about Real Housewives of Durban season 4. Let's get started. Bye for now.